everybody, it's Steve, and welcome to the free 88 Films Slasher Collection Challenge, where I'm trying to grow a collection of all 50 88 Film slasher movies using none of my own money. Let's take a look at what we're doing today. Okay, so this week we're going to take a look at some of the thrifting that I did over the past week, see some of the finds, see what things are worth. I'll try and take you along through the process. Last week we ended the episode. We didn't have enough money to buy the next movie in the collection, but we did have enough money to go out and do some more thrifting. And that money bought the things I've got here. But first, let's take a look at some of the thrifting that we did last week so you can kind of get a behind the scenes of what's going on. Okay, so I'm in this Goodwill here, and I just picked up HR Pufnstuf, the complete collection, for $5. I'll show you how much it sells for, and that will help pay for the collection. So let's see what happens. All right, time for my Wednesday check and see what we can find in this thrift shop here local to me. See if we can find anything that'll help us build that movie collection up. Okay, I am here in my local thrift store, and I found these two things. Check this out. This is a sealed Queen Blu-ray. I'll put the price up here of how much that goes for. And I found this Roy Orbison. This is not sealed, but it's still a good price. I'll put that up here too. $3 a piece. So this will go a long way to building the 88 Films collection. So I'm scrolling through all of this stuff, and I find this little beauty. Looked it up. They want $12 for it. Sells for about $100. I'll probably sell it for $50 just to get it moving. It's just the parts. It's not the manual or anything like that, but still not a bad price. Let's go see what we can do in here. Okay, so this is what I found. I don't know if any of it's worth anything, but we're going to do some scanning. We're going to see what's worth something and what's not, and we'll put back what isn't. All right, so that was last week. Let's take a look at what some of those pieces were that I got. First up, I showed you this one. This is HR Pufnstuf. Again, pop culture. I've never seen it before, and it's something that I'm interested in because it's something I had growing up as a child. Bought this for $5 at a thrift store. Should sell for about $30. So that was one stop. The next stop I picked up, you saw this also in the video, the Queen Blu-ray, still sealed. I picked up Roy Orbison, not sealed, but definitely still worth the money. And then I picked this up. Again, not pop culture, but something I've never seen before and something that I'm interested in. This is an HDMI extender. Now, I picked this up because I've never seen it before. I know it's a problem that I have a lot trying to get an HDMI signal from A to B, and this does it over Ethernet. So basically you have HDMI in, you run a big long Ethernet cable where you want the signal to go, and then you have HDMI out from the other end of it. They wanted $12 for this. I only found one sold listing for $100 on eBay, but the listings that had parts for sale were transmitter only or receiver only. So I figure if I list this for $50, this should be a quick flip. We'll have to wait and see. Then finally, at the last stop, that Goodwill that I stopped at, I showed you what I picked up. What I do when I go into that particular Goodwill, because there's a lot of competition in that Goodwill. Anything I'm interested in, I will grab it, put it in my cart, and then I will go scan it. And then if it doesn't pan out, I'll put it back. That just keeps me moving through the store as quickly as possible. So out of all of that, the only two things that I picked up that were worth something, obviously this one, Pop Culture. I have seen this before, and it's something that I'm interested in. This is a Simpsons Hit and Run for the PS2. This sells like hotcakes all day, every day, so I knew literally the guy had just put it on the shelf, and within seconds of him putting it on the shelf, I grabbed it, threw it in the cart. This is a complete in box. Again, with video games, it's very important to have the manual as well. The disc is really clean. This will sell for probably about 40 bucks. And then this one was interesting. This is Champion Jockey. Champion Jockey for the Wii. Now, most Wii titles are garbage, and the only reason I picked this up was because it was a title I had never seen before. So I threw it in the cart to take a look at it, and sure enough, it sells for some decent money. So I was happy with that purchase. The rest of the movies didn't pan out, so I put all of those back. Okay, so where does that leave us? Well, if you remember, at the start of this episode, I had $29.63 that I made from the sale of the bobblehead. Everything that I just showed you, I spent a total of $28.58, which is under my $29, so I still have $1 and some change left. I'll put the exact numbers up here in the corner, over here in the corner. But when all of this sells, there is a potential gross profit of $194.95. Now again, that's gross, that's not net. I still have to account for eBay fees and shipping. But at the end of the day, you're probably still looking at about 150 bucks. So that should be able to get us one movie or possibly two. So let me know what you think. Is this something that's interesting to you? This is a new series for me, so I'm hoping you guys are enjoying it. Hoping you'll find some value in wanting to collect this stuff yourself, or whatever it is you want to collect using none of your own money. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Also, don't forget, follow me on Twitch. I'll put the link down below. We can have a real-time conversation. Like the video, subscribe, and I will talk to you episode 3 next week. Take care. Bye-bye.